Ukraine now headlines. Repentant Boko Haram fighters are 100% sincere, says Zulum. Expect end to insurgency soon, Buhari tells Northeast residents. Senate confirms Buhari's nominees as INEC National Commissioner Rec. Abdusalam reveals ways to defeat ISWAP and Boko Haram. Court finds Malami 200,000 naira for delaying trial of Nnamdi Kanu's co-defendants. Tinubu Ambode can dislodge his godfather like Obaseki, says PDP chief time. Senate issues new directives to Buhari on security. I will deal with Yahoo boys, other criminals, said Dapo Abiodun. Nigeria faces huge economic challenges, says Osibajo and Lawan. It's retrogressive. Shehu Sani condemns plan to scrap NSCDC. Kanu government seals adulterated cooking oil factory. 5 arrested in Bauchi for selling and buying COVID-19 card. 2023. Southwest APC governors divided over Tinubu, Osibajo, and Bayemi. Right now we're going to quick break, and when we come back, I'll give you the news in detail. Welcome back, everyone. Repentant Boko Haram fighters are 100% sincere, says Zulum. Borno State Governor Babagana Zulum has vowed for the sincerity of repentant Boko Haram insurgents, stating that he believes they have turned a new leaf. But according to reports, the governor made the submission on Wednesday yesterday while speaking with State House correspondents after the inauguration of the Presidential Committee on the Repatriation, Return and Resettlement of Internally Displaced Persons, IDPs, in the Northeast, which took place in the Presidential Villa in Abuja. According to the governor, the repentant terrorists who are being radicalized and rehabilitated under the Operation Safe Corridor program have genuinely repented and can be trusted. That's what Zulum said, that we can trust repentant Boko Haram. Well, President Buhari to travel to Ethiopia for AU summit. President Muhammad Buhari will on Thursday today leave Abuja for the Ethiopian capital Addis Ababa to attend an African Union meeting. A statement on Wednesday yesterday by spokesman Femi Adesina said the president will participate in the 35th ordinary session of Assembly of the African Union Heads of State and Government. He disclosed that the theme of the meeting is building resilience in nutrition and food security on the African continent, strengthen agriculture, accelerate the human capital, social and economic development. Talking about agriculture, I really hope rather than leaning so much on oil, we should also rest our back also on agriculture, because I think we are lacking that in Nigeria. We are so focused on the oil sector rather than also facing the agricultural sector. We need that so much. I really hope the president is really able to get something from this journey. Expect end to insurgency soon. Buhari tells Northeast residents. President Muhammad Buhari on Wednesday assured residents of the Northeast that the defeat of Boko Haram insurgents will soon be achieved. We hope so. The Nigerian leader reaffirmed his conviction that the Northeast region will enjoy peace and stability, saying that the military is doing its possible best to win the war against insurgency. Of course, the Nigerian government are doing their possible best to end the insurgency, but we hope that we are able to have more strategies that will be able to defeat the current insurgency we have in Nigeria, and we hope that the Northeast very soon will be able to witness peace and tranquility. That's our prayer. Buhari assured the residents of the region that the nefarious activities of Boko Haram and Islamic State West African Province ISWAP will definitely be curtailed, making it the fourth time the president has promised to end the war against insurgency. I mean, if he said it the first time, he said it before, that's he's saying it now. I've made it 4 times. Well, and President Muhammad Buhari definitely will finish his tenure 2023. I handed it over to another administration. We really hope that in his time we are able to end insurgency in Nigeria. The president vowed that the region will witness a shift away from a protracted insurgency to peace building, stabilization, and ultimately development in the coming months. We hope so. Senate confirms Buhari's nominees as INEC National Commissioners, REC. The Senate on Wednesday confirmed the nomination of 6 persons as National Commissioners for the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC. Also confirmed is the nomination of 1 person as a resident electoral commission rec for the electoral umpire. The confirmed nominees are Mal Muhammad Haruna, National Commissioner North to North Central, Mrs. May Agbamuche Mba Delta to South South, Ukeagro Kenneth Nnamdi Abia to Southeast, and Major General A.B. Alkali Adamawa Northeast. Others are Engineer Professor Rhoda H. Gomez Barrister to South South, and Mr. Sam Olumekon Ondo to Southwest. Olani Olaleye Ije Leye Ondo to Southwest was confirmed as the resident electoral commissioner. Well, Abdul Salam revealed ways to defeat ISWAP Boko Haram. Let's check this out. Former head of state Abdul Salami Abubakar has disclosed ways to defeat terrorists and end the war against insurgency in the north. Abubakar said one of the ways to defeat the insurgents is through the collaboration between Nigerians living in the north and the security operatives fighting the criminals. The elder statesman urged Nigerians to join hands in making sure that the military gets enough information needed to flush out the insurgents out of the country. He noted that the security forces are overstretched, calling on the federal government to employ youth into the Nigerian military. But let me ask this question: are our youth in this era ready to go and fight the war? Really? Abubakar made this known on Wednesday in Niger State during the 38th Founders Day and 30th convocation ceremony of the Federal University of Technology, Mina. Court finds Malami 200,000 naira for delaying trial of Nnamdi Kanu's co-defendants. The Attorney General of the Federation, Abubakar Malami, was on Wednesday yesterday fined 200,000 naira by Justice Binta Uyeko for delaying the trial of 4 co-defendants of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, on treasonable felony charges. Justice Uyeko, in a ruling, ordered that each of the defendants be paid 50,000 naira by Malami for the inconveniences they have experienced due to the absence of the lead counsel or to the federal government, Mr. Shoaib Magaji Labaran. The judge, who was not pleased with the development, noted that the defendants must be paid before the adjourned date of March 17th. The federal government was not represented at Wednesday's proceeding. As Justice Uyeko was about adjourning the case, one Mrs. Adewumi Aluko from the Federal Ministry of Justice came in and apologized that the federal government's lead counsel was out of the country. Tinubu Ambode can dislodge his godfather like Obaseki, PDP chieftain. A People's Democratic Party PDP chieftain on a top lawyer Pelumi Olajengbese has urged former governor of Lagos State Akinwumi Ambode to take a bold step and go against his godfather in Lagos State. He's trying to tell him to backfire his godfather. Well, the PDP House of Representative aspirants from Oriade and Obokun Federal constituency in Osun State in 2019 made the court in a statement to newsmen on Wednesday titled "Ambode should learn from Obaseki, Godfathers can be undefeated." Right now, we're going to quick break, and when we come back, we'll continue from this stuff. Welcome back, everyone. So is the PDP chieftain trying to tell Ambode to back his godfather just because Obaseki at a point was able to let go of godfatherism? That doesn't mean it's going to work for Ambode. Of course, there have been issues, but let's move on. Senate issues new directives to Buhari on insecurity. The Senate has directed the federal government to flush out terrorists from their hideouts in the northern part of the country. The upper legislative chamber also urged President Muhammadu Buhari to deploy fighter jets to the northwest to curtail the activities of bandits in the region. These were some of the resolutions reached during the Wednesday plenary following a point of order raised by Senator Bello Mandia, APC Katsina South. The lawmaker stated that the federal government had made a frantic effort in curbing the menace by setting up Operation Sharandaji and an interagency task force to tackle cases of banditry, cattle rustling, and kidnapping in Katsina State. Contributing Senator Kabir Abdullahi Bakia, Katsina Central, faulted the inability of the military to contain the situation despite several calls for it to act. In his remarks, Senate President Ahmed Lawan said the repeated cases of kidnappings and killings make it imperative for the military to wake up to protect Nigerians. Of course, our military have tried and all, but if you're asking that they do better, I mean, that's what the Senate President is saying, that they do better. We are not saying that they've not tried. Of course, they've worked so hard, they've laid down their life for the safety of the country. I'll deal with Yahoo Boys, other criminals, says Dapo Abiodun. The governor of Ogun State, Dapo Abiodun, has vowed to deal with internet fraudsters, popularly known as Yahoo Boys and other criminals. Governor Abiodun stated this on Wednesday while noting that the criminals threatened to come after him following his decision to wage war against them. Of course, they're going to try that. I mean, you say you're going to deal with a stronghold, they will surely come after you. The Ogun State governor on January 21, while relaunching the OPMESE, noted that he will declare war on Yahoo Boys as well as kidnappers. I hope he's really ready for that. According to Abiodun on Wednesday, the criminals in the state are feeling the heat of the newly relaunched security outfit, and I also advise that they have a better strategy and tactics, because if you want to fight the devil, you should be able to think fast. Abiodun, who spoke in a meeting with the governor of Oyo State, Seyi Makinde, said criminals have decided to go after him because he made life unbearable for them. Nigeria faces huge economic challenges, Osibajo and Lawan admit. The federal government of Nigeria has admitted that all is not well with the nation's economic situation and efforts must be re-engineered to correct the situation. Speaking differently, at the same occasion, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo and Senate President Ahmed Lawan submitted that despite government effort and commitment, the economy is facing difficult challenges. Really, they are not lying. The two top officials spoke through their representatives at the 40th anniversary of the Chartered Institution of Taxation, CITN, in Abuja on Tuesday. In the words of Lawan, who was represented by Special Advisor on Economic Matters, Professor Nazif Abdullahi Garma, Nigeria's economy is not growing at the same time as its population. He also observed that the amount being spent on debt servicing is on the increase, rising from $2.5 trillion in 2019 to $4.2 trillion in 2021. That's so outrageous. On his part, Vice President Yemi Osinbajo pointed out that Nigeria's tax to GDP ratio is one of the lowest in the world. Can you imagine? While its corporators are in the neighborhood of about 15% to 25%. He lamented the over-reliance of the country's economy on oil, which he said is causing economic imbalance. I said it earlier, we are really so focused on the oil sector, while we have agriculture, the agriculture sector. I mean, why? Of course, we're not saying that the federal government should give up on the oil sector. Really, it's important. Really, it's fetches a lot of money and it adds value to our economy. But the agricultural sector should also be faced and carry with a lot of effort because we need it so much. Enough of importing of things into the country. Let us have our own things made in Nigeria to be exported also. It's retrogressive. Shehu Sani condemns plan to scrap NSCDC. A chieftain of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), Senator Shehu Sani, has condemned the proposed plan to scrap the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps (NSCDC). On Tuesday, a bill seeking to scrap the security agency passed the first reading in the House of Representatives. The bill, sponsored by Honorable Shina Pella, APC, Oyo State, was read on the floor of the lower legislative chamber during Tuesday's plenary. If passed by the National Assembly, the bill will repeal the National Security and Civil Defense Corps Amendment Act 2007. Reacting to the development on Wednesday, the former Kaduna Central Senator described the proposed scrapping of NSCDC as unnecessary and retrogressive. In a tweet via its verified Twitter handle, Sani said that the proposed legislation should be discarded, stressing that the security agency has been playing a distinctive and complementary role in the country's security system. Kanu government seals at the traded cooking oil factory. Kanu State Consumer Protection Council KSCPC yesterday uncovered and sealed the factory where adulterated and unhygienic cooking oil was being refined in the state. Oh, that's so dangerous to people. It was gathered that the factory is located at Dakata Ranji quarters in Nasarawa local government area in the state. Chairman of KSCPC, Idris Dan Bazao, who disclosed it, said it succeeded in arresting no fewer than 10 workers in the factory while the owners fled, noting that officials of the council were currently on the trail of the owners. 5 arrested in Bauchi for buying COVID-19 green card. The COVID-19 task force in Bauchi has said it's arrested 5 persons caught selling and buying COVID-19 green card. Executive Chairman of Bauchi State Primary Health Care Development Agency, BASPH, CDA Dr. Rilwan Mohammed disclosed this yesterday while updating journalists on vaccination in Bauchi. Mohammed also lamented that many of the state's healthcare workers and academia were leading the opposition against the vaccine. Southwest APC governors divided over Tinubu, Osibajo and Fayemi over 2023 presidential election. Governors elected on the platforms of the All Progressives Congress APC in the Southwest are divided over the presidential ambition of the former Lagos State Governor Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Vice President Yemi Osibajo, and Ekiti Governor and Chairman of the Nigerian Governors Forum, NGF, Dr. Kayode Fayemi. While Fayemi is still consulting, he has not openly come out to say that he is vying for presidency come 2023. 3 of the 5 governors from the zone are said to be with Tinubu, and 1 is undecided whether to back Tinubu or Osibajo. However, it was gathered that Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu of Lagos State, Boyega Oyetola of Osun State, and Dapo Abiodun of Ogun State are solidly behind Tinubu. This happened as APC governorship aspirants in Ekiti, who lost out in last Thursday's primary, said they would not win the party. Thank you all for staying with me on Midday News. I am Dayo Olujo. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on all our social media handles: Facebook at Aspheric News, Instagram at Aspheric News, and Twitter at Aspheric News. Thank you and have a wonderful day.